Good morning! Welcome back to the vlog channel. Today I'm going to take you guys along with me as we prep for my bridal shower, which is this Saturday. I'm so excited and there's like a lot to do. My sister Caitlin is doing majority of everything, but there's still a handful of things that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. Starting with making bread. So I'm going to make 4 loaves of bread because we're going to do little tea sandwiches because the theme is it's time for tea with the bride-to-be, so all like tea party themed. It's gonna be really cute. And I got my starter ready. Look at Mary is looking amazing and bubbly. So let's go ahead and prep my dough. So the next thing I'm gonna do is work on some bridal shower games. I have some mock-ups that I did the other day and I like reviewed it with my sister, and there's some adjustments that we want to do, but we have a few games and like prizes that we're gonna do at the bridal shower, and so I just made these on Canva, PicMonkey. If you don't know how to use like one of those websites, I highly recommend like just signing up. It's free, and just play around and get familiar with it, because once you like know how to use it, there's so much you can do. You can use it for everything. I've used it for our wedding invites. I've used it for every sort of digital invite that we've done. My bridesmaids boxes, the bridesmaids cups and groomsmen cups, and I plan to use it for so much more too. So highly recommend learning how to use it. But I basically just took the design, I think it's this one. I took the design that my sister made. Did I show you guys? This is the invite that she made. I'll just blur out the like address and information part, but Caitlin made this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Like, she did such a great job. And so I took the flowers on the border and I used that same border for the bridal shower games that we're doing, and I also used that same border for the photo booth pictures that we're gonna have. So similar to mine and Johnny's birthday party where we have the photo booth, we're gonna have that same photo booth at my bridal shower, and I'm so excited. So I designed the layout of the photos and I use that same border. So like everything is just like super cohesive, super on brand with the theme, and it's just like super girly floral pinks. Pink is not my favorite color, but for a bridal shower it just felt right. So I don't know what the prizes are because Katie's doing that, but one of the games we're gonna play is what's in your purse. Very like, it feels very much like a throwback to the videos I started making on YouTube when we would do like what's in my bag, what's in my purse. So this feels kind of funny and nostalgic in a way. But apparently this is a really popular bridal shower game. So we have like 1 point, 5 point, 10 points, 15, 20, and 25 points. If you have like the things listed here in your bag, and then you put your total points here, and then whoever has the most points wins a prize. The next one we have, this one I thought would be fun to get everyone to interact with one another, but it's find the guest. So we have 12 questions here. It says mingle with the other guests and find someone who matches each of the below. First one to fill out the card wins. So it's things like is wearing pink nail polish. So you put like so-and-so is wearing pink nail polish, is a bridesmaid, has been married over 10 years, born in another country. I put use the photo booth because I want to encourage everyone to use the photo booth. So just fun questions like that. But because I made it here on Canva, you can customize it to literally whatever you want. Over or under, so this is like a numbers game. Okay, so I have 12 questions here. I just have to adjust kind of the sizing and everything, but it's questions like, there are 4 bridesmaids. So you put over, under, or if it's the exact amount. So there's little check boxes over here. So if you think I have more than 4 bridesmaids, you would check over. If you think I have exactly 4 bridesmaids, you would check exact. So it's number questions like that. Bride wears size 7 ring. Do you think that's over, under, exact? You guys in the vlog, we've talked about it. You know what my ring size is now. But it's questions like that. So I think that'll be fun. And then whoever gets the most wins the prize. And then the last one is really the only one that's like focused on me, but it's who knows the bride best. I'm going to take out a few of these questions because this is kind of a lot, but I'm going to narrow it down, but it's just like, yeah, questions about me, and whoever knows me best wins. So once I have those 4 games saved, I add them back into Canva and put 2 side by side like this, because this is the way I'm going to print them, because then they will be about this size. I was going to do 4, but that was just way too tiny and hard to read. So I feel like this is a pretty good size. And I'm going to print them on a thicker cardstock paper so they feel just a little bit nicer. But that's pretty much it. Super quick and easy to DIY your bridal shower games. So I have a bunch here that I've just cut out. So that's what I'm doing here. Luckily, I don't have to do too many because I think the bridal shower is going to be pretty small and low-key, to be honest. So I only printed out 15, and even that I think might be too many, but it's fine. Come, pull. She knows the drill. When she's naughty, I don't even have to say anything. She knows she needs to come in to cool off. What happened out there? Were you angry? You can go back outside in a little. You go cool off, okay? You're okay. Okay, they're all cut out. Here are the games. Find the guest. We have what's in your purse. We have over or under. And then we have who knows the bride best. Ta-da! It is the end of the night, but I realize I have 2 more things I need to work on tonight. One is the removable vinyl that we're going to use on a welcome sign that my dad made me. He's so sweet. And I can't wait to show it to you guys. But I'm going to put like welcome to Jackie's bridal shower or something like that. And it's going to be removable so we can use it for the wedding and we can use it for really any event moving forward. So that's going to be really awesome to have. So I need to do that tonight. And then also Katie asked if I could do little menu cards. What do you call it? Yeah, I guess menu cards. They're just going to be a little piece of cardstock kind of folded with what each food item is, just so it's like super easy, because there's going to be a lot of variety of different like little treats and stuff. So in order to not like confuse people, we'll have everything labeled so they know, oh, this is salmon, this is cucumber, this is whatever. So let's make those right now. I'm going to hop on Canva and get to work. Okay, so here is what I made. I just did a quick little like grid, and then within that grid I did a really small dotted line. So if you imagine this like one paper, I'm going to fold it at that dotted line and then it's going to stand up. So this is like the front and that's the back. Does that make sense? And I left some space on the sides here because I wanted to do these extra like wax seals. I think they're so beautiful. They might be too big, so I have this extra baby's breath, so maybe I'll do that. And then some of them have like really long names, so they're not gonna have any, like they'll just be plain. So I think a few of them scattered with baby's breath, I think that'll be such a sweet touch. Okay, here's my first little tester. So it's really simple, right? And then I could just do little baby's breath right there. I think that could be cute because as much as I love this, I think it's a little too much. It's a little too distracting. I'm going to send a picture to Katie to see what she thinks. It's the next day and we are going to bake these loaves. Okay, I got those separated and I'm going to go ahead and shape them, and then I'm going to bake 2 at a time. I feel like every time I try to squeeze 4 loaves at once in my oven, it just kind of goes wrong. So I'll bake 2 and I'll leave the other 2 here resting. So now what I'm going to do while the bread is baking is print out the removable vinyl that I want to use for the welcome sign. I kind of showed you last night kind of the mock layout that I created. I just didn't print it on my cutting machine because it was really late and it's like super loud. So I didn't want to wake Johnny up. So I'm going to go ahead and print that right now and hopefully it turns out good. So I'm using a silhouette to make my design and everything. And so I have 2 12 by 12 pages. I tried to fit everything as much as I could on a single sheet, because this is what it's going to look like, and it'll print right here. Hopefully this is a good size. I haven't seen the welcome sign that my dad made in person, so when I go up there with this will be my first time seeing it, but hopefully this size works. If not, I'll have to figure out something else. But this is the Cricut Smart Vinyl. It's removable vinyl, which is what I want because I want to be able to easily take this off so I can reuse the welcome sign multiple times. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into my silhouette machine back here. Turn on the light, turn this on, and then we line this up. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. Load the cutting mat. Okay, she's good there. Now I need to bring my laptop. Let me unplug her. It's always such a mess in here when I'm working on projects, but I'm gonna bring her in over here. Close that. And then I'm gonna plug in the silhouette to my laptop so that way we can send it. Okay, so let me look at these cuts real quick. Looks like there's double cuts happening. Hold on. Take with black. Only the red. Okay, let me see. That looks good. So basically where the red outline is where it's going to make those cuts. I think that's going to be good. I'm going to press send. And it is going to feed that through the machine. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I hope this works out. Okay, the sun is shining so bright here, but you can see the cutouts here. And so What I'm gonna do is remove this. I don't know why I like all of a sudden I'm like nervous. Also, I don't know if you heard that, but my stomach is indeed growling. I should probably eat. Most mornings I'm not in the mood to eat breakfast though. Like, even though my stomach is clearly growling, clearly you're hungry, I just don't want to eat though. There's too much to do before I eat. And I'm not in the mood. Got that off. Now what I think I do is I rip this portion off. So basically all of the like dead space, like all the parts that aren't the design, we're gonna take that off. And then it looks like this, which obviously you can see there's some spots we missed. So we're gonna take like some craft tweezers and we're going to carefully peel all of that extra. I got everything. Sweet. So now what I'm going to do is cut the designs, like separate them basically. And so now what you do to kind of like invert this sticker, so when you place it, you can like place it like this on your project and then peel it away, is you want to take, I don't even know what this is called, but it's this kind of double-sided contact paper. I'm going to cut this out. And basically, what I think you do, you peel this back, basically place this right there. Okay, and I'm just going to cut off the excess here. Maybe this is called transfer paper. I'm not quite sure the terms, but you just want to make sure that's nice and secure on there. So now you have this, there's no sticky parts anywhere. So you're going to peel this transfer paper and it's going to have your design on it. So then you can place it onto your project and it'll stick perfectly. Okay, wait, I think I'm already getting a little bit better. Oh, you know what I just realized? The little comma after 13 didn't cut because it was so tiny. Do you think it needs it? I mean, worst case scenario, I could just literally, actually, I'll do it right now. I can take a piece of the scrap vinyl I have over here and just cut out a little comma. Does that look bad? Okay, if that makes it onto the sign, great. If not, it's fine. But what I wanted to show you is that I already found an easier way to do what I'm doing. So I cut out my transfer paper and I lift the side. Once I get the side going, then I place this flat and I literally just stick it right on top of there. And then I pull this way. That's so much easier than what I was doing previously, so. Oops, I cut too much here. But there we go. Ta-da, here's everything printed out. And then the date, which will go right below the flowers. I think this is my first time filming from this gross angle with my new camera. What do we think? I'm on my way to my parents' house now to start setting things up. I'm running a bit behind schedule, which really just means I've hit prime traffic time. So I'm going at the speed of a snail right now. Maybe a turtle. Snail or turtle. But I'm going really slow. I got the ZZ behind me and we're making our way. We are making our way. I don't know why I was feeling so rushed earlier. I knew I was gonna run late regardless. That shouldn't be a surprise. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I'm just always running late. Especially when I bring Zoe with me. I don't know why, it just adds like a load of tardiness. We just got here. And here is all the things my sister picked up yesterday, which, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So we got all of the yummy snacks. We've got, like, she's gonna make a bunch of sandwiches. Oh my gosh, look at this recipe box. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. And then these are really cute. And we can totally take those to the wedding too to use for the dessert table. That will be really cute. There's more desserts. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. They got conchas for Johnny's family. That's so sweet. We have the games. There's all the name cards I made yesterday. And I'm thinking we'll set up, this is the photo booth crew. We use this for mine and Johnny's birthday, so we're using it again, obviously. And so this is the whole, everything you need for the photo booth. And then I got this at Hobby Lobby not too long ago. And it's a circle arch, and I'm going to blow up a bunch of balloons and decorate this. And this will be the background for the photo booth. And we got this from Amazon. This doesn't look like enough balloons, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm a little nervous about this. And then some like fake greenery to kind of intertwine in the balloons. Maybe that might look cute, but I'm thinking of setting it up because I was trying to figure out, this is such an amazing snake plant. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking right here would make the most sense because it's the only blank wall here in my parents' house. They have so many random things in here. But I think that wall makes the most sense because over here would have been cool, but there's no blank wall for us to use. Like, there's just too much stuff happening everywhere. And so we'll just leave this area for like the eating and dining area. And then, I mean, they could play pool if they want, or video games, whatever. That's there. But the photo booth will be right there. I think that'll be perfect. My parents' house is like such a perfect house for hosting. Like, I wish they didn't live so far. Like, even this bridal shower was kind of like, ugh, because it's so far away for everyone. So it's going to be a really small get-together tomorrow because not everyone was able to make the drive out. And that's like the one bad thing. That this is such a perfect hosting house, but my parents just live so far away now. Okay, I'm at a loss for words at how funky this arch is. It's not that bad when you look from this angle, I suppose. And then once the decorations are added, it's fine. It's also a lot bigger than I was expecting, but that's also fine. It's very like wonky. I think you can see from this angle, like, it's just a little weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of weird. But, okay, whatever. Let's blow up the balloons and make her look pretty. It just looks so wonky. It doesn't even look like a circle to me. It looked like a wonky circle. But, I mean, at least straight on it looks good. I guess that's the whole point. Look at this. What is this? Okay, time to whip out my little balloon machine and blow up these balloons. I do not think this is going to be enough. I think we're going to have to run to the store and grab some more. Here's what it's looking like. I low-key hate it, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, I think it was kind of just a trust the process thing. Here's what it looks like. Obviously, it is not the best, and I know that. We're not gonna get into that, but I think it works. I think it's gonna get the job done. I like this little cluster right here because it looks like a flower. But let's go ahead and add some greenery and maybe that'll just make it come to life a little bit more. Hi, Zosie girl. Okay, I think it's finally done. Here is what it looks like. And then here's the little setup area. And they can just like step on this to take pictures. And then here... Oh, I took a little tester one. Here, I'm gonna need like a little bin right here for the trash bits, but how cute. And I designed this on Canva. It says, time for tea with the bride-to-be. How cute is that? Okay, let's do the other, because there's another setting here. So we just press this, and then we get to pick. I designed both of these, but let's do this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay. This one takes 3 pictures, so. Okay, and then if you like it, because it shows you like this. So it shows you the preview. If you don't like it, you can press the trash can and then you can retake it. And then there's all these filters too, so you can play around with those. Let's do a filter for this one. And you can either press the check mark there or just press this button again. Let's be in it together. Okay, so here's what it's looking like, and then it gives you a preview. Press this again. We'll take this one together. Smile. Perfect. And then that's what it looks like. And then let's do this filter. The Lomo one is my favorite, but they have all these different ones, and you can press that because this is all touchscreen. And then we have one more picture to take. So I think, so like the background is like fits perfectly, but you could like kind of decide. Okay, I kind of moved on that one. You can decide if you want to be further back, like maybe it's a group picture, or you can be like close up. I think it looks great either way. Okay, that's my 3rd picture. And now, these are so cute. I like that it's a different size than the ones from mine and Johnny's birthday party. Probably for the wedding, we'll probably do a big, like a full sheet like this. Because this is like the full size. And obviously this is it trimmed. You know what I mean? So it prints, and this is the premium printer, so it's super, super fast, and it cuts it for you. And there you go. Here is what it looks like. Cute! I didn't put a filter on that last one, but it's okay. There's our little tester. It's cute. And then, yeah, you have the little scrap bits, so I'll have a little trash bin right here to collect those, but that is what it looks like. Now that I'm seeing it, I wish I added more of the flower background, like a little bit more. But no, I think it looks good because the focal design point is the little teapot with the flowers, so I think that works. Oh, I'm excited. And now here is the sign that my dad made. Our welcome sign. It's actually so huge. I just laid it down just now so I can work on the vinyls, but it like comes up to my shoulder. Like it's really, really tall. And when I sent him a picture, like the ones that I sent, I guess this is my fault for not like explaining, but they're like they're this small. They're like chiquito. But this one is massive, but it totally works because now you won't miss the sign. The only thing is I'm worried, are the letters too small now? I mean, there's definitely a workaround for sure. Like I would just have to print the letters individually and then put them together. Because my silhouette machine, I can only go up to 12 by 12. So if I wanted to make it bigger, I would just have to cut it up basically. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna press this super, super hard into here. Oh, sweet. Okay. It's kind of on there. There we go. Okay, there's what that looks like. But now, freak, I think it's slightly crooked and now I'm really mad. Okay, I took some little tweezers and moved it. I think it's a little bit better. Ta-da! Here it is. The welcome sign. So tomorrow we'll fill this with flowers and we'll keep this outside so everyone knows like which house it is. I'm almost wishing I used permanent vinyl instead because this reusable vinyl does not want to stick So like, oh, fingers crossed that this is still here. Like these letters are still intact for tomorrow. But like you can kind of see it does not want to stick to this. And I don't really know why. And my guess is because it's removable. Maybe removable vinyl is more ideal for like mirrors and like windows. But the permanent vinyl probably would have been fine on this. Plus, if it ripped off any of the paint when we remove it, that's an easy fix because my dad plans to paint this a few more times for the wedding anyways. We just sort of ran out of time. So this is, I mean, it looks fine as is, but like he wanted it to be a little more opaque. You can kind of see right here. So for the wedding it will be, but for the bridal shower, I think it's fine. But now you can see, this is how tall it is to me. It is massive. I think the letters turned out fine. Would have been cooler to be a little bit bigger, but it gets the job done, so I'm totally satisfied. Zoe and I are back home now, and I'm just feeling so tired. Like, I'm drained from that drive. So I did my little setup for today, and then of course the photo booth area. I was getting a little discouraged while setting it up, but it was very much a trust the process kind of thing. And I'm very excited for everyone to use it tomorrow, so it's gonna be so much fun. But if you haven't heard of Crew yet, Crew Photo Booth is what we used for mine and Johnny's birthday a couple months ago. And they're just such a super easy photo booth company, a photo booth service. They will send you the photo booth and everything you need, and the printer, like all the equipment. They'll send it to you a couple days before your event, so you have time to play around with it, get familiar, and set it up. And so it's nice, like in this instant, like I can set it up before the event, so it's like good and taken care of. So that's one less thing we have to think of the day of the event. So that's really nice and awesome. But along with that, you get quality photos, so you can create all the memories you want, and you get to customize the photo layouts. So if you remember, for mine and Johnny's birthday, we did like the little photo strips, and they were like the skinny little strips. And then this time we're doing like these small square cutouts. So it's cool. You can have different sizes, different layouts, different designs, so it's totally customizable. And then the best part is that it's super affordable. Click the link below for more information, and also they did give me a coupon code. You can use the code JAACKJACK to save you money on whatever plan you end up getting. They have a basic, light, and premium. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. The only other thing I need to do tonight that's related to tomorrow is bake some cookies. So I'm going to bake some cranberry almond cookies. Maybe I'll show that. Actually, I think I will show that. So let me throw that clip in right now. So we're going to start with 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon salt, and give that a good little mixy mix. In another bowl, we're going to start with 1/2 cup of melted butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, and 1/4 cup of regular sugar. You can add 1/2 cup if you like your cookies to be a little more sweet. We're going to crack in 1 egg. Look at this one from my mom's chicken. It has like this weird buildup right here. That's so strange. 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And last but not least, 1/2 cup of sourdough discard. And now let's give this all a good mix. Now going back to our dry ingredients, we are going to add this into here and mix everything together. Okay, there we go. We've got our cookie batter. Now let's add in our toppings. So I'm gonna add some sliced almonds. I think I'll just add all of that. And then I have this giant jar of cranberries. Let's try and do like equal amounts of that. And there is our topping. So we'll just mix it all together. And then we're going to put this in the fridge to rest for 30 minutes, and then we'll bake our cookies. Have my cookie dough. I ran out of parchment paper, so I just oiled and greased up this pan. Now we're going to take our little ice cream scooper and grab that with our ice cream scooper, and then we're just going to plop it down on our pan. So now what you want to do is grab your cookies, roll them into a little ball, and then gently press them. You don't have to flatten them all the way, but just like a nice little gentle press. And that's going to give it a really nice shape when they bake. And now we're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 13 minutes. Ta-da! And that's how you make sourdough discard cranberry almond cookies. I'm going to bring these to the bridal shower tomorrow. Okay, now that's it for all of my prepping for the bridal shower. I'm excited to see what else Katie does tomorrow, but that's it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for the bridal shower vlog. Ah! Baby, and now